Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Sunny and SoVereign. I know it's been a minute, but we back at it. Try to get this ball rolling again. One second. So again, it's Sunny So Sovereign. If you guys don't know this channel, we just keep up to date with all the crypto news, crypto charts, and whatnot, and try to utilize it the best way we can. Try to utilize that information best way we can. Um, Also, we're also in the process of creating our own fund, and we are funding ourselves through the sales of our NFTs. But we could talk a little bit about that later on. A lot's been happening in the crypto market, not really much price wise and price action wise, but adoption wise and just news wise, a lot's been going on. But before we get into that, let's just go ahead and jump right into the charts. And here we got Bitcoin. We're going to go to the daily. And this is Bitcoin on the daily from the Binance exchange. I know a lot of people like to, certain people like to know that information, which it is useful information because every chart from every exchange might show some different type of data. So here we got Bitcoin, and we got Bitcoin here. I got the Fibonacci chart on there, and excuse all my markings. If you can't see, what the markings is about, then you probably shouldn't be watching this channel. But anyways, we see here that Bitcoin really haven't been doing much. It's in around 19, 20K right now. I drew this little line here, a few weeks ago, probably 4 weeks ago or so, a month ago. Actually, probably a couple months ago. And just outlining what I think the market, what Bitcoin's gonna do within the next few months. Well, actually, really to the end of this year. Still, $10,000 Bitcoin is still a very, very high possibility, especially with what's going on with Ethereum and a lot of layer 1 blockchains at the moment. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and dive a little closer. This the 3:43 minutely, which is about 4.5, 5.5 hours. And here we see that we are under the 231-day moving average, which is not really the most bullish sign. Um, so let's see what we got going on. I'm gonna move in a little closer to now about the hourly. I'll move back out, back to the daily. Again, and by looking at this, I am more bearish. I do see us probably heading closer to the $10,000 mark for Bitcoin before we see any move back up, before we start seeing some kind of reversal. Why do I say that? Just because, again, a lot of things are happening in the layer 1 ecosystems, Ethereum, Cardano, and I feel like Bitcoin layer 1's ecosystem is probably going to be one of the last ones we're going to talk about. Like I said in a few videos now, this crypto market is going to start moving like the stock market. This is going to be start moving. It's just going to be, long and drawn out, probably some manipulation, a lot of fear, a lot of creating fear, and a lot of, scaring people's hands away to selling. So just keep that in mind and try to have a long-term vision for Bitcoin. Even though I do see Bitcoin hitting the $10,000 mark, that's not to say, I don't see Bitcoin doing what it needs to do, in the future, and that's being, transparent store of value that we can all trust in the Web3 space. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into Ethereum now. So we got the merge coming up soon with Ethereum, and that could either be bullish or can be bearish depending on the type of investor you are. How they say, buy the rumor, sell the news. So who knows? As soon as the merge hits, which is I believe it's like September 13th or 14th. Yeah, we just might see a sell-off. But here we got Ethereum. Let me see something. So here we got Ethereum from basically the beginning of 2021, around the end of 2020. And you see this run up that it had, it broke that Fibonacci. It broke that support, which usually tells us we're more on the bearish side. But now we see that Ethereum is starting to have a run up, and I apologize all these charts, all these markings on the charts. Let me see what we can do here. So right here, let me make sure that's the line. So right here, once it broke this area support, which is the 0.61 level of the Fibonacci, excuse me, for the Fibonacci tool that we got here, that we placed on the end of 2020. We drew it all the way to the run of the height it had around 2021 in May, which it was around $4,500. We consolidated for a while, a little over a year actually, and then we broke down below the $2,000 mark and basically confirmed a more bearish trend that we had. Now we basically kept bouncing off that $1,000 mark, and now we're on our way back up to the $2,000 mark, and most likely gonna break above that $2,000 mark. Let me go ahead and try to hide all the drawings. And I say that because of the merge. I think that this merge, the Ethereum merge, is a good sign for its ecosystem. On the long run, uh, there is a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, I understand that they did a lot of things wrong, and a lot of this stuff probably could have been prevented. But still, there's historical. A lot of this stuff is new, and it's gonna be cool to see how Ethereum is gonna run now with this new beacon chain being proof of stake. That's why they had Polygon. Polygon was a layer 2 solution, bringing along a proof of stake blockchain that can, validate some transactions, while keeping the main Ethereum chain, running smoothly. But now they are doing this merge, and that's basically the problems they are trying to resolve. So what does this really mean for Polygon? We'll get to that down the line here in a little bit. So that's why I'm kind of so bullish on Ethereum right now. For the longest time, and I wish I had the data I could bring this up, but I really truly believe that Ethereum is lagging behind of Bitcoin when it comes to just price wise, just because of the adoption that Ethereum really does bring to this crypto, this whole crypto ecosystem. Whether or not Ethereum is going to be that blockchain that scales the whole world when it comes to, finance, games, etc., who knows? But right now, Ethereum is being the first of a lot of what's going on, including this whole blockchain switching that they're doing from proof of work to proof of stake. And hopefully everything goes smooth, so like that we don't have a third Ethereum. Everyone knows that Ethereum already forked once before, and that's why we have Ethereum Classic, the very first Ethereum. I hope you guys was hearing me that whole time. But yeah, where was I at, man? I see my volume was at 0, so hopefully you guys heard me talking there. It is what it is now, but yeah, so that's why I'm, super bullish on Ethereum right now with this merge going on. I really don't see, unless something crazy happens, like, another fork of Ethereum. But who knows? So, that being said, I think it's probably a good time to just go ahead and jump into what's been going on in the world with crypto and blockchain and whatnot. So, first thing I want to jump into, let me go ahead and use my handy dandy pencil here. Do I even like that? Should I use this? Oh, I'm just playing around with this right now, guys. One sec. I don't like that either. Let's just go ahead and bootleg. Boom. Actually, I'm being a kid right now, you guys. One sec. Boom. Alright, that's cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into our very first piece of news, and that is Samsung. So, that's not Samsung. So Samsung's been doing some moves in the crypto space for a while now. Um, Me personally, I'm from the East Coast of the United States, so I'm very familiar with Samsung being just like a phone, a TV maker as well. I see, they be having TVs, and so when I seen this news, just resonated with me. It just resonated with me. So I'm gonna go ahead and read some things that that Samsung got going on. So before I get into that, how should I summarize this for you guys? For some people that, man, let's just go ahead and just jump right into it. So everyone knows that the world is trying to go green. We got this, like I was just talking about with this merge, right? So this merge for Ethereum is initially going to help Ethereum scale, but also become more green and use less energy. So going from proof of work to proof of stake, that's a big goal that and a big reason to why they're going to proof of stake to consume less energy. So with Samsung, what they've been doing with that very same goal in mind, how do we consume less energy within the crypto space? They went ahead and started creating Bitcoin mining chips for mining softwares to go ahead and I guess initially validate these transactions in a more cost efficient and more energy friendly way that you that whew, these words, man, I'm just trying to come off from the top of my head, that uses less carbon, not uses less carbon, that emits less carbon out to the atmosphere and whatnot, because a lot of this computing does produce a lot, does take a lot of energy and I guess produce a lot of carbon. I'm not no scientist, but so with everyone keeping that in mind, Ethereum, all these blockchains, all these layer one blockchains, that's why they're trying to scale, their blockchains in a more green way, like that they're not using so much energy. So Samsung, having that very same thing in mind, went ahead and started creating Bitcoin mining chips for mining softwares to run a little bit more efficiently. So I'm gonna go ahead and read off this article that I found, and this is by the Bitcoinist, Cryptocurrency News and Technology. Go ahead and follow them on Twitter, Facebook, and all that. They also have a Telegram. And thanks for this article. I'm gonna go ahead and read it now. The entry of Samsung into 3 nanometer foundry processor manufacturing kicks off, and the South Korean company will reportedly start producing gate-all-around based chipsets this week, Samsung Newsroom disclosed on Thursday. The electronic juggernaut is making rapid progress towards finishing the creation of chipsets that could assist the mining of Bitcoin. The company alluded to the new innovative initiative. The company alluded to the new initiative during the first quarter earnings call of 2022. I'm sorry, you guys, it's been a while since I read out loud. So the 3 nanometer chips can ease Bitcoin mining pain points. Hold on, you guys, I'm sorry. Always burping. It's been a while since I talked this much out loud. It's like a skill. It's like something you gotta practice on. So, Samsung capacity to produce 3 nanometer processor is likely to alleviate some Bitcoin mining difficulties. In comparison to the 5nm process, the first generation 3nm technology can cut power usage by up to 45%, boost performance by 23%, and decrease area size by 16%. Whatever, that last part really confused me. So if you guys know a little bit about mining, and if whoever could explain that last part, that'd be great. But the cutting power usage by up to 45%, again, everyone has that in mind. Going forward, we're creating all these top notch, not top notch, not it's not the word I'm looking for, but these heavily energy consuming type of projects are all starting to keep in mind, such as factories and manufacturing stuff are all starting to keep in mind the energy that we consume. So it's big. This whole going green thing is super big, and a lot of people have been talking about it for a while now. Go check out my TikTok. All the way to the guy from Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful, that wants to create, these, what's they called, turbines. These, water turbines for the rivers, just to start producing and storing our own electricity and source of energy. But let me go ahead and keep going. What we got? What we got? What we got? So Samsung has grown rapidly as we continue to demonstrate leadership in applying next generation technologies to manufacturing. We aim to continue this leadership with the world's first 3nm process with the MBCFET. The largest company in South Korea will reportedly begin trial fabrication of the 3nm chips for application specific integrated circuits ASICs, the most efficient equipment for Bitcoin mining this week. According to sources, the company's production volume is still low and more of a test run than mainstream production. Chinese ASIC company is Samsung's first customer. Reports also have it that Samsung's first client is the Chinese ASIC manufacturer Pan Semi, which designs ASICs used for Bitcoin mining. That's their first company customer. So we're gonna go ahead, hold on. Siemens is pleased to have collaborated with Samsung to help ensure that our existing software platform also work on Samsung's new 3nm process node since the initial development phase. What we got here about Siemens? Chipsets seem to play a crucial role in Bitcoin mining. These chipsets are anticipated to play a vital role in Bitcoin mining, resulting in intense competition among industry leaders to produce novel technologies. Blockscale is the name of a new Bitcoin mining processor that Intel has introduced. Intel added that the chip can produce more energy and efficiency at SHA 256 hashing, whatever that means. With its soon to be launched product, the South Korean company will compete with Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, which also produces specialized chips. Joe Sawicki, Executive Vice President of Siemens Digital Industries Software, was quoted by Samsung Newsroom as saying, Siemens is pleased to have collaborated with Samsung to help ensure that our existing software platform also work on Samsung's new 3nm process node since the initial development phase. For you guys who don't know Siemens is a huge tech company. I believe it's US based tech company. I first saw Siemens in the gas and oil industry while they were, drilling for gas and oil. A lot of their machines use, Siemens software. The screens always says Siemens, and it's usually touchscreen and nice, fancy, whatever. Fun fact: I also think Siemens was used back, in the Bored Ape Yacht Club days. Back then. So Siemens been around for a long time. That being said, what else we got about Samsung? Samsung been doing some major moves in the crypto industry. Not only that they're doing major moves and investing in all these crypto related services and products, they also went ahead and opened up a ETF for their investment. Here we got Samsung Asset Management to launch blockchain ETF in Hong Kong. Samsung Asset Management acquired a 20% equity stake in the US ETF provider Amplify Holding Company in March 2022. Hong Kong-based Samsung Asset Management, a local subsidiary of Samsung Investments arm. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I got like burp or something. Is moving forward with a blockchain theme exchange traded ETF. So this fund is going forward with a blockchain theme exchange traded ETF. And I was just thinking about this earlier. I think there's like the equivalent of a person making it to a league. If you're a fund and you can get your portfolio out to be traded publicly, isn't that like a major win? That's a major win. That's major power right there. The ETF seeks to achieve long-term capital growth by investing in stocks of companies actively involved in the development and adoption of blockchain technologies. The fund prospectus reads, the fund will invest in blockchain-related research and development firms, data providers, industry investment firms, and others. The ETF composition will be managed by the Samsung. I don't want to say that initially. The Samsung Asset Management, Hong Kong-based portfolio management team responsible for filtering out firms with small market capitalization or low trading volume. The Samsung Blockchain Technology ETF is a sub-fund of Samsung ETFs Trust, an umbrella unit trust established under Hong Kong's law, the firm said. According to the announcement, positions the new investment product as the first ever global blockchain related ETF in Hong Kong as well as Asia. That's pretty big. So this ETF is the first blockchain related ETF in Hong Kong. So, well, this ETF, so this ETF won't be traded publicly in our public markets, I'm guessing. I'm guessing in Asia's public market. But we'll get ourselves there, don't worry. Being, US based, we'll get ourselves there still. So yeah, man, Samsung's been doing some major moves. So to keep in mind, so basically to summarize this, Samsung is going to be investing into the blockchain ecosystem heavily for these next few years, probably till we die. Who knows? So we're gonna go ahead and stay updated with this fund. And I actually went ahead and so here is the Samsung Asset Management fund, right? And here's some of their holdings. So their biggest holding is Silvergate Cap, being at 6.5% of their portfolio. We see IBM here, Digital Garage. Let's see a few. We see Coinbase here, Hive Blockchain. I heard of a company called Hive too. I'm not sure if it's the same, but they're holding some PayPal, and it's just good to see what kind of holdings this kind of fund is holding. So they are heavily investing into blockchain. Let's see what kind of other holdings they got. They're holding in Visa. They're holding in MasterCard. So these are good. These are good, type of research to know, just to make a better analysis, for your investment. So here in the SoL Sovereign community, we're building our own fund. So It's only right to that we keep our eye on these other funds, these other major big funds, and see what kind of holdings they got. You know what I mean? So they holding some Robinhood. What was the latest news with Robinhood? Oh yeah, Cardano. You can not. I think you can buy some Cardano now on Robinhood. Some Nvidia, some Intel, some yep. So this is the Samsung Asset Management. Here's their holdings, and again, they just came out with their blockchain ETF, and we're gonna keep a close eye on this ETF. Keep a close eye on what they got, in their portfolio and how they're envisioning the future of blockchain. So the next piece of news, well, actually, I didn't even get to get into the piece of news I really want to get into Samsung, and that is about, man, where do we not have it around here? One moment, you guys. I'm so sorry. So what I really wanted to get into was about Samsung's exchange that they are rolling out here very soon. And that just had me thinking, like, Samsung coming out with a crypto exchange, why? And that just had me thinking, like, well, will Apple come out with an exchange one day? Like, what's going on? So, let me just go ahead and back up a little bit. Oh man, I'm so sorry, guys. I thought I had it ready here and I didn't. So here it is right here. So South Korean financial majors want to create virtual assets exchange in 2023. Samsung Securities, Murray Asset Securities, as Shinhan Financial Investments are among the financial heavyweights in talks with government to create the exchange. Samsung Securities is among 7 large Korean security companies that have applied for government approval to create a virtual asset exchange. According to a report in South Korean publication Newspin, the companies aim to create a corporation to open an exchange in the first half of next year. Newspin quoted an unidentified executive as saying that discussions on the projects are now being finalized. So Samsung is coming out with an exchange next year, 2023. Samsung's just been doing some major moves, just some major moves. From helping the crypto ecosystem going green, was making those chips for Bitcoin mining, to their newly found ETF that they got going on, this exchange that they plan on opening up. Samsung just been doing some major moves, and we're gonna go ahead and stay, keep our eye on them. Next thing I want to get into is Meta, which is Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, or I believe his name is. Meta now lets you post your NFTs on both Facebook and Instagram. This came out August 30th by Ivan Meta, or Ivan Meta. Apologize if I butcher your name. Meta announced today that it will now let users post their NFTs across both Instagram and Facebook. Users can connect their wallets like Rainbow, MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Coinbase Wallet, and Dapper Wallet to post digital collectibles minted on Ethereum, Polygon, and Flow. As we continue rolling out digital collectibles on Facebook and Instagram, we start giving people the ability to post digital collectibles that they own across both Facebook and Instagram. Excuse me. This will enable this will enable people to connect their digital wallets once to either app in order to share their digital collectibles across both, the company said in a blog post. So here soon, or here already, I tried but I didn't see the update on mine, but here soon you should be able to connect your wallet to both Facebook and Instagram platform to go ahead and share, and post your NFTs. This is major. So March 2022, Mark Zuckerberg said NFTs are coming soon to Instagram. May 2022, Instagram first started testing NFTs with selected creators in May. Okay. July 2022, Meta launched NFT support on Instagram in 100 countries. So what does this mean for NFTs? And what does this mean for the future of, these kind of social medias like Facebook and Instagram? Me, personal opinion, surface level opinion, I think that's the right move. And a deeper level opinion is, I think this is the right move. It's gonna really change the culture of social media, I believe. Now that we have, there's gonna be like the first. These are like the first products that we're gonna be able to like own on the internet that we ourselves creating and now can share, expose, market, and sell, monetize these kind of digital assets, whether it be music, art, a deed to a house, whatever it may be. So I'm excited. I'm personally excited. I can't wait to start, dabbling around in it, and sharing my NFTs and the NFTs I own and whatnot around these platforms. Again, definitely a step in the right direction. Let me go ahead and read a little bit more. While other platforms like Twitter and Reddit have focused on NFT based avatar, Meta is trying to reach a wider audience by introducing features that will let people show their digital collectibles through posts. The company's plan is to support all major blockchains and wallets so more crypto native people can display digital art on a mainstream platform. On the other hand, crypto curious people can look at NFT posts just like other posts on their feed so they can learn more about them. Okay. So yeah, man, what's your guys' opinion on this? What's your guys' opinion on being able to share and post and hopefully, make it your profile pic and just do so much with these digital collectibles, as they call them? What's your guys' opinion? I would love to know. Again, my opinion, I think that's going to really change the culture of social media. Like, imagine you, like us, like me, a regular dude. You know what I mean? Regular dude. Go scrolling around Facebook and Instagram, and I don't even think I got I got like 100 followers on Instagram, probably like 100 friends on Facebook, right? So imagine me scrolling through these social medias and I see someone that owns a very expensive and very rare NFT. That's gonna change the culture. It's not like posting a picture. You know what I mean? It's not like just posting a picture and posting it. Um, it's definitely, in my opinion, it's gonna definitely change the culture of social media, and I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. Um, Next thing I want to get into. So let me go ahead and cross a few things out that we already talked about. Let me get my handy dandy line. We talked about Samsung, and we talked about Facebook and Instagram. Next thing we're going to talk about is the Ethereum merge. And I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a little video. Little quick video that efficiently explains this merge, I thought. So here we go. Hopefully, you guys can hear it. So, 1 second.
Here are 5 facts on the Ethereum merge coming on September 15th. Fact number 1, it will reduce Ethereum's energy consumption by around 99.9%. Fact number 2, there will be a 90% reduction in annual creation of new Ethereum coins. Fact number 3, the fees are not going to go down immediately, likely not until late 2023. Sorry. Fact number 4, Ethereum will become deflationary thanks to its perpetual burn mechanism. Fact number 5, the merge will mark about the halfway point towards the final version of Ethereum on the Ethereum roadmap. Basically, hodl ETH and chill. Here are 5 facts on the Ethereum merge coming on September 15th.
So there was the little video of the 5 facts about this merge coming November 15th. September 15th. I'm sorry, guys. Can you guys hear me? This music kinda threw me off guard. So those are the 5 facts. So one of the biggest things that I'm excited about of this Ethereum merge is just how new this is. We're going from proof of work to proof of stake. Um, I know it is hard to comprehend when it comes to like what's going on in this blockchain. What's the layer 2 solution? What's this beacon blockchain? What's going on the main blockchain, and how can everything come together and scale globally, like Ethereum is trying to do and been doing pretty well, for the most part, for sure. Um, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Actually, this is not the one I want. So again, so with this Ethereum merge, where we're just like what Lark Davis was saying, uh, a big thing about what we're trying to do here, what Ethereum's trying to do, is lower fees and trying to go become more green, trying to emit less carbon out to the atmosphere by using less energy. Um, and the way they're doing that is by becoming proof of stake, meaning that right now they're proof of work, meaning that they use all this computing power to what's the word I'm looking for? They use these computers right now to figure out these. Oh man, so many words flowing through my head right now. I can't put together. But anyways, long story short, proof of work uses a lot of energy because you constantly need your computer running to solve these complicated algorithm, I guess they call it, to validate these transactions. And when I say complicated, I'm not saying, brain busting complicated. I guess it's more of a trial and error type of situation where you're trying to resolve this, try to figure out this problem and validate these transactions. But it does take a lot of computing power. I'm guessing that you constantly need these computers running now, and that takes a lot of energy. It consumes a lot of energy and emits a lot of carbon back out to the atmosphere. So what they're doing, so they can continue to scale globally, is that they're becoming proof of stake now, which means to validate a transaction on the blockchain, all you need to do now is to stake some Ethereum or stake the native currency of that blockchain, um, and 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 that way you don't need so many computers running to validate the transactions. So it's a big major step, for Ethereum doing this, since Ethereum is who they are. Ethereum, the number one layer. I'm sorry, you guys. 1 second. I ain't like that beat, but and hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. One second, you guys. So again, yeah. So with Ethereum being who they are, this Ethereum has the most traffic on their blockchain, right? They got the most projects, I believe, built on their blockchain, and I believe they have I just think the most capital running through their blockchain. So for this blockchain to be transitioning to a from a proof of work to a proof of stake, it takes a lot. I believe it takes a lot. And if they could do it successfully, kudos. And it just means that this blockchain technology ecosystem is moving forward as a whole. Because if they can do this right, or if they even do this wrong, we know for the next time what needs done. That being said, Ethereum's not the only layer one blockchain that has some major upgrades going on. Cardano also has some major upgrades going on and trying to resolve the same things, trying to become faster, more cost friendly, and consume less energy. Um, um, what do I want to get with that? I know, well, Cardano's blockchain is built very differently. If you guys don't know, Cardano also had a hand in building Ethereum, Charles Hawkinson. So what do we got here on this ETH merge? So I know a lot of questions may raise, and even a question that I had is how will Polygon benefit from this Ethereum merge? So this merge initially is bringing on this new blockchain beacon chain that will um, hold a lot of Ethereum's transaction while letting the main chain continue to do its thing. But initially, that's what Polygon is. That's what Polygon Services does for the Ethereum main chain. They brought along a proof of stake blockchain that where it's more it's less fees, definitely, and that's what we all love as consumers and early adopters. That's what we notice straight off the back is how cheap it is to use to send money around and transact money. Um, but yeah, they are a proof of stake blockchain. Um, so now with this merge going on, in Ethereum bringing on this beacon chain, which is being a proof of stake blockchain, what does that mean for Polygon? What are we going to use Polygon for? So here I found an article by Martin Belusic, posted on August 30th. How would Polygon benefit from Ethereum's merge? The Ethereum merge date is coming, and many people are concerned about the destiny of Layer 2 scaling solutions. You may have noticed that Ethereum related cryptocurrency such as Matic has risen significantly in recent weeks. However, the move to proof of stake will address some of Ethereum's scalability problems. I'm sorry, guys. Raising concerns regarding the future of Layer 2s. The merge may threaten the future of Polygon, one of the Layer 2 solutions. However, this is unlikely to be the case. Hopefully, you guys can hear me well. I know the music may be a little bit too loud, but hopefully, it wasn't. Why is Ethereum merge good for Polygon? The merge implies that Ethereum, like Polygon, will be more environmentally friendly. However, it will not reduce Ethereum's gas fees or boost its speed. The Ethereum network relies on Polygon and other layer 2 solutions to deal with this. The merge prepares Ethereum for future improvements such as sharding, which will help in its growth and scalability. However, as Ethereum develops, So should Polygon. Every advancement made to Ethereum as a settlement layer increases Polygon's value. The merge reduces Ethereum's large carbon footprint while potentially improving security and lowering ETH inflation. Polygon benefits from Ethereum's increased security and overall ecosystem expansion, while Ethereum benefits significantly from Polygon's company range of scaling solutions, including the recently released Polygon Zero Knowledge EVM. So proof of stake changes the narrative. Ethereum is now similar to Polygon and much more environmentally friendly network. Whew, that was a lot. So again, here a big thing to pull out from here is Polygon recently released some news about their zero knowledge Ethereum virtual machine. So the zero knowledge rollup, I believe right now they use an optimistic rollup, but there's been a lot of talks and a lot of progression with these zero knowledge rollups. We'll go ahead and get into that a little bit later. So the merge represents a shift in the method through which Ethereum decentralized network achieved consensus from proof of work to proof of stake. The network is being upgraded in two stages: the development of a parallel proof of stake chain, dubbed the Beacon Chain in December of 2020, and the upcoming merge of the Beacon Chain with the current network in September, and that's what we're about to go through here in a few days, and hopefully everything goes well. The two-step method is used for security reasons. Ethereum engineers have been stress testing the Beacon Chain for the last 20 months, rehearsing the merge on testnets and shadow forks. They have stomped out problems in the code, and when the Beacon Chain merges in September, Ethereum will have completed the most technology complex upgrade ever in its history. Whew. So what's the future of Ethereum and Polygon? Polygon and Ethereum have a symbiotic future. With the recent Polygon Zero Knowledge EVM development, they have built cutting-edge technology that will execute transactions at significantly lower prices and faster speeds. It is necessary to onboard a billion people to the Ethereum ecosystem. So to just sum this all up, and do we got another one here? Let's see. So a lot to soak in, a lot to soak in. So again, the East merge is happening. I know this may raise a lot of questions about Polygon and what's going to happen with its services, but it's looking like the Polygon team is continuing to adopt and come out with new technology, and their latest one is this zero knowledge EVM rollup, whatever it is. And we have a few Ethereum, and I'm not Ethereum. Polygon's not the only ones doing this. There's a lot of other companies that are working on this zero knowledge rollup that help scalability and transaction speeds, and I'm guessing lowering gas fees as well by validating these transactions by only using a partial piece of the data in that node, I believe, rather than, I guess the whole thing. Just making it a little bit faster, a little bit more efficient, and hopefully lower the fees. So what do we got here? At the Ethereum Community Conference in Paris on Tuesday, Ethereum scaling tool Polygon announced Polygon Zero Knowledge EVM, which the company describes as a major leap forward in the world of zero knowledge technology. We got to get a little bit more into this zero knowledge technology, and we might do that in another episode. I apologize, I can't dive a little bit deeper into what this zero knowledge technology, how it really works. But again, it's gonna help. I'm guessing it's helping the speed of which these transactions will get validated, and also how these transactions get validated. Again, just using a partial piece of that data to validate the transaction. In the press release, Polygon said ZK EVM will be the first Ethereum equivalent scaling solution that works seamlessly with all other existing smart contracts, developer tools, and wallets, harnessing advanced cryptography. I'm so sorry. Cryptography called zero knowledge proof. Ethereum's transaction capacity, around 15 transactions per second, is lower than rivals blockchain like Solana and Tezos, and its high gas fees have rendered is prohibitively expensive for a variety of use cases. Think $40 currency exchange fees. That's like the only thing I think. Someone that like me that I mean I ain't wasting $40 for no exchange, bruh. Um, Sorry guys, I had headaches since all day today. Rollups like Polygon Zero Knowledge EVM are the Ethereum community is working to boost the network cap- capabilities capabilities. I'm sorry. The network's capabilities, allowing users to transact quickly and cheaply without compromising the network's most essential security guarantees. There are two main types of rollup: optimistic and zero knowledge. Of the two, of the two, zero knowledge is generally considered the superior technology, but its engineering complexity has caused it to lag behind quicker to market optimistic rollups, and that's the rollups I believe they are using now. That's the services that Polygon, um, uses now on this Polygon layer 2 chain that they use um, for Ethereum. So now with Ethereum having their own proof of stake chain, what does this mean? That means Polygon have to now come out with their zero knowledge roll up and implement those services. How exactly they're going to do that, I really don't know. Um, does this new beacon chain after this merge, do they already utilize zero knowledge roll up? I don't know. If you know that, please go ahead and let us know what you know. We're going to dive into that a little bit more as we go, though. The idea of a fully featured zero knowledge rollup, one that can accommodate any Ethereum smart contract like the current lead and optimistic rollup, was until recently thought to be years away. Everybody thought a zero knowledge EVM was at least 12 to 18 months away. Polygon co-founder Sandeep Nawal told CoinDesk, but here we are, and we are open sourcing the code and making the test net live. According to Polygon, the zero knowledge EVM test net will launch sometime this summer, and mainnet launch is expected early 2023. So they're coming out with their zero knowledge Ethereum virtual machine sometime in the summer of 2023. What is a zero knowledge EVM? ZK rollups are powered by so-called circuits, code that can prove a statement is true by looking at a bite-sized encrypted version of it. Clever ZK's circuitry enables large quantities of layer 2 transactions to get bundled up and passed down to a layer 1 chain. Instead of looking at a bunch of transactions one by one, a ZK circuit code that lives in an Ethereum smart contract can look at a relatively tiny blob of encoded data to confirm the transaction hasn't been spoofed or altered. So reading this, I believe that the new beacon chain after this merge is using the optimistic rollups And I believe that Polygon and a bunch of these, a handful of these other companies are creating this zero knowledge Ethereum virtual machine that this new beacon chain and main chain can all come together and be compatible with each other, I'm guessing. Who knows? We're gonna stay up to date with this though. Generally, until now, it was only possible or feasible to build these on these use case specific circuits. For example, a payment platform or NFT swaps, all these small individual things. A lot's been going on, man. A lot's been going on, but Polygon making some major news, some major moves, and again, we're holding Polygon in our Soul Sovereign treasury right now, 100% Polygon actually, um, and some big news, man. There's some bullish news. So overall, we see adoption happening. That's the main thing. We see adoption happening from Ethereum's merge to like I said, these other layer one blockchain also like Cardano also have a major update. And that's probably gonna be for next episodes. Next show we're gonna dive in a little bit more on Cardano's update. Um, well, actually, let me go ahead. Because, like I said, all these other layer 1 blockchains are in the midst of these upgrades. Why? To become more green, to consume less energy, to emit less carbon out, and to become more faster and cheaper and just overall more efficient and scalable and secured. Um, so we have Cardano's blockchain Vassal hard fork upgrade is now scheduled to take place on his main network on September 22nd, just about a week later, just a few days later after Ethereum's. Um, Vaso is a major upgrade designed to increase Cardano's scaling capabilities and reduce transaction costs, and had originally been scheduled for June release on a test network. A hard fork is a backward compatible chain to the soft. Okay. The rollout underwent multiple delays, however, this recent tweet is about to go down September 22nd. Um, Again, this going green is fast forwarding a lot of things, even amongst all these delays that we've been having. We still been going pretty quick, and it's looking like quicker than previously scheduled or planned. We're trying to go green quickly. We're trying to become more faster, cheaper, and overall more efficient more quickly. So that's talking about Ethereum. That's talking about Cardano. What about Bitcoin, right? What about Bitcoin? Bitcoin is still proof of work, meaning still consuming a lot of energy. So what is going to be the answer to that? Um, and as I know right now, the answer to that is probably the Lightning Network. Now, what is the Lightning Network? I really don't know. Hold on. I really don't know what the Lightning Network is to break it down. This dude right here looks super cool, and if he's the Lightning Network, uh, thumbs up to it. But anyways, the Lightning Network. Again, we're all these layer one blockchain, and that's what Bitcoin is. It's a layer one. Um, it's trying to transact more efficiently when it comes to the energy it uses. When it comes to speed, people want these transactions settled on the main blockchain quickly. Like that, we can go ahead and confirm, audit, view all the transaction as needed. Um, And overall, we, you know what I mean. So we want to go green. We want to use less energy, emit less carbon. We want to become faster. We want to be cheaper. We want to be able to transact any transactions cheaply. Cost of a penny. 1 second, you guys. 1 second. Alright, you guys. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me. Sorry about that. So, again, we see all these layer ones like Ethereum, Cardano, all trying to become green, and that's what the same thing needs to happen for Bitcoin if we want to see Bitcoin scale globally. And we all trust Bitcoin, we all love Bitcoin, we all appreciate what Bitcoin's been doing. So this needs to happen. It don't. I know a lot of people, including myself, is like, well, we need to change the way we produce energy, right? But still, that doesn't mean we have to change the way these things are mined. Just because if we have to continuously go for efficiency, so we can leave room for more growth and innovation. Um, so that being said, Bitcoin needs to move like a proof of stake, or not saying proof of stake, because proof of stake might not be the end all be all answer, but it has to address those problems. It has to use less energy, has to emit less carbon. It has to be quicker, has to settle quicker on the main blockchain, and it has to be cheap. Um, so Lightning Network, as far as I know, addresses a lot of these concerns. How? Here we go. The Lightning Network is a second layer added to Bitcoin's blockchain that allows off-chain transactions between parties not on the blockchain network. Multiple payment channels between parties or Bitcoin users can make up the second layer. A Lightning Network channel is a two-party transaction method in which parties can make or receive payments from each other. Layer 2 enhances the scalability of blockchain applications by managing transactions outside the blockchain mainnet, while still benefiting from the mainnet's powerful decentralized security paradigm. Scalability is a significant barrier that restricts the widespread adoption of cryptocurrency. If scaled properly, a blockchain network can handle millions of billions to billions of transactions per second. In this context, the Lightning Network charges low fees by transacting and settling off chain, allowing for new use cases like instant micropayments that can solve the traditional can you buy coffee with crypto conundrum, speeding up the process times and reducing the expensive energy costs associated with Bitcoin's blockchain. However, while the intent is there, the Lightning Network still struggles to solve the issues, even even introduces various problems like running low routing fees and malicious attacks. For example, there is a small fee required to both open and close a payment channel. On top of these small fees are routing fees that go towards nodes that are validating transactions. Now the question arises, if the routing fee is so low, why would a node want to validate said transaction? The clear answer is that miners do not often validate smaller transactions as they will earn lower fees for validating insignificant transactions. As a result, traders pay a routing fee and may have to wait longer before a transaction is validated. Regarding malicious attack, a bad actor could start various payment channels and close them all at once. The channels then need to be validated, which can get in the way of legitimate ones, congesting the network. During congestions, the attacker could pull out funds before legitimate parties become aware of the situation. So there's a lot of it still seems like there's a lot of things that the Lightning Network needs to address. But the reason I bring this up is like it's just again because the Ethereum merge is coming, the ADA merge is about to happen, and you could for sure keep in the back of your head that you're going to hear about Bitcoin becoming more eco-friendly as well. So let's all keep our fingers crossed for this Ethereum merge, this Cardano merge, because there's all there's all major, there's all positive steps towards where we need to be, where we need to go, and just just great education. You know what I mean? Just step back and watch the ball move and see what happens, and that's what we're doing here. So what do I want to get into next? So basically, you know the moral of today's story is that we're going green. We're going green, and all these layer ones are trying their darnest to become more green. I don't know why I said darnest. I just wanted to hear myself say it, but trying his hardest to become more green and become more faster, more efficient. Um, and yeah, September is definitely a month to keep your eye on the market. What does this mean for Ethereum? Because again, if we go back to the Ethereum charts, again, it's looking bullish to me, and we could also let's even look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin, which even looks more bullish to me. So here we put the Fibonacci tool on it of March of 2021, and since then it's never broken the 0.61 level except for around June of this year, and it was under the 0.61 level for no more than 3 weeks, I believe, and then it made that incredibly bullish and strong move up to where it's at now. And if I know it may be a buy the rumor, sell the news, or this may get you right here. After this merge, if everything goes successful, I really do not see why we can't start seeing a positive trend for Ethereum. Um, I'm gonna call myself a little old school, and if I see Ethereum doing well, I'm gonna say Bitcoin is not gonna be doing so well, right? It's probably gonna consolidate a little more. We might see that $10,000 Bitcoin, right? But again, like I said previously, the crypto market is gonna start moving more like a stock market. So again, I hope you guys found all this information useful. Um, what else I want to get into? So I am going to be trying to, do these market updates as often as I can. Um, every other day or so, I want to do these market updates. Because if you guys don't know, here at the SoL Sovereign community, we are opening up a fund. We are raising funds to open up a fund, so that way we can fund businesses that we would like to see thrive in the future, and hopefully businesses that are owned by people that look like you, that look like me. You know what I mean? Maybe have a few more locks every time they wake up in the morning. Um, but yeah, that's the goal, and in order to achieve that goal safely and successfully, we have to stay updated on the markets. Other funds, just such as the Samsung fund that we looked into a little bit today, and that's why it's good to see what kind of holdings they got going on, because you never know, we might invest in a similar way once the time comes. So how do we plan on opening this fund? Well, we are creating these NFTs that we plan on selling to raise capital to open up this fund. And we also have an idea of what kind of business we would like to invest in for the very first time. Um, our very first business that we want to invest in, the SoVereign Fund. And I'm not going to say too much, but it's gonna be great. This business is gonna be a new business model that utilizes blockchain technology, and hopefully encourages and inspires other people to do the same. Because you know what I mean, we can all eat out here. Um, so, and I'm gonna give you guys more information on that next time on next show. But again, just know that. So here in the Soul Sovereign community, we stay up to date with news like what we came up with today. The charts. Certain updates on Samsung, the Facebook and IG NFT posting that they got going on, the East merge, the Cardano upgrade. Um, went into a little bit about the Lightning Network, and basically the more of all that is how they all trying to upgrade their scalability, trying to become more efficient, cost less, become faster. Um, and that's really like the moral of, like, I believe that's going to be like the moral of probably 2023 as well. It's just this whole going green movement. And we're going to stay up to date with all of that. We're going to try to keep our eyes close on these other VCs and the type of investments they got going on, and how they plan on staying, on the greener side of things, while they, continue creating these huge manufacturing companies and whatnot. Um, so yeah, so we're creating these NFTs right now. I'll give you a little bit of information. I got, as of right now, over 100 unique different characters that I want to create. 10,000 in total. I want to be able to sell to go ahead and fund um, this treasury, this sole sovereign treasury, which is initially a fund because we're going to fund um, businesses, and we're going to fund our community ourselves. So the sole sovereign community, where we want to fund their businesses, their ideas. We want to fund family businesses, like I said, that people that look like you and me. And we want to invest heavily into the crypto space and other tech companies that want to see the crypto and blockchain space thrive. So a lot of moving parts, and I didn't even get into everything. A lot of moving parts, but that's the plan, and that's what we plan on using the funds after this NFT sale. Everything's going to be transparent, from the profits of the NFT sale to the very first business we want to fund from within our Soul Sovereign Fund. Um, and again, we believe it's going to be disruptive, which we already know this blockchain technology is, and we want to be able to utilize it in a disruptive way. We're not here, like, I ain't gonna lie, I came into the the crypto market, looking for financial freedom through more of the price action wise, but now I believe that I can be, uh, you know, a utilizer of this technology in a way that's, somewhat in the forefront. I don't care, I don't gotta be the best at it, but, uh, you know, I ain't scared to do something new and, unordinary. So I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully I can inspire, for other people to, um, not use this business model, but, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not duplicate, but just get inspired by this business model, because I believe this business model is gonna change the way we nonprofits do business, and the way we can just help out our the people that's going to create the products and the community is in. And it's just going to be the transparency is going to be a blessing and open so much more opportunities with what we can do with the funds. So big plans with the Soul Sovereign funds, and I'll keep you guys updated for sure. So with that being said, I'm Sunny and Soul Sovereign. I'm glad. Hope you guys found this information useful. And I will be back with more crypto information and more information about the NFTs. And yeah, so you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, rest of your night, wherever you guys are at. Again, I'm Sunny.